Oh. Hello. How are we, everybody? I hope you're well. Forged in Shadow Torch F.I.S.T. is a game that I played demo 1 for a while back now. I probably should have checked exactly when it was that I played it. And I really liked it. It's a kind of anthropomorphic hero / world. Lots of different animals that all speak, well, not English actually. I think they speak Chinese because it's a Chinese game. It's a Metroidvania. And shock horror. I like my Metroidvanias. So there's a new demo available. And we are going to give it a shot and see what it's like. We've got 5 save slots. Let's just take a quick look at the options. So we've got the execution move, which I think we had in the demo. Graphic options, FPS limits, and so on and so forth. Full screen or windowed. Shouldn't have any tearing on this. Volume options, that looks fine. On my recording, at least. Yes, currently... I've had a look at the options already. Currently, the audio, voice audio, only seems to be in, I'm assuming, Chinese. Apologies if it is not Chinese, but I'm pretty certain it's Chinese. However, we do have English text. And we've also got... we've got controls and so on and so forth. Interesting. You can actually change whether you want to use the stick or D-pad for movement, and whether you want to use the right bumpers for attacking. So if you like the Soulsy style a little bit more, you can do that. I hadn't looked at the controls before. You've also got your rebindable keys, as you would expect. So let's see what is different in this one. Happy birthday, Ray. Want to have a drink together? Ray is the bunny. He's the main character. Rayton? Chen. Here you go. 2 bowls of longevity noodles. Eat it while it's hot. Curfew is approaching and I should start packing up. Curfew. Oh yes, because the whole, there's a bit of a kind of dystopian regime going on, if I remember correctly. Some other day. I'm not in the mood. I best not do that voice, because if I do that voice for the entire demo, I'll probably hurt my throat. Haven't seen you for a while, Ray. You know Urso? He spends his day cooped up tinkering with things. I almost forgot. I've got a surprise for you. Here's old Urso's latest invention, MCI radio. It's a tracking device and radio all in one. Map? I made it look old, so it's just like the one our team once used. Let me show you how it works. Attention, all Thurtisans? Assemble at Twan's Noodle House at once to celebrate Rayton's birthday, I repeat. Enough. Eat your noodles. Yeah, keep it down, Urso. Ever since the big boom... Big boom? Curfews and weapon searches have destabilized things. When will it ever end? Yeah, definitely an Asian studio, and you know this because of how they do their punctuation. The triple dots in the middle of a line like that is very indicative. Yeah, it should be. I mean, ellipses come at the foot of the words, and actually that should have a question mark at the end as well. What are you afraid of? Those Legion Iron Dogs won't be yapping for much longer. I've really been giving them the boot recently. Went and hacked those Iron Dogs transformer system. Though they've got the apostrophe in the right place on Iron Dogs, so well done. Ray, join us and let's give them hell together. Give them hell? We need our old gear to fight those Iron Dogs. Whoa, Ray, you and I think alike. Oh? I fixed your fist. You should stop messing around with that pile of scrap. Especially now. Like the depth of field. Scrap? I might not be able to repair the entire armor, but the fist at least. Keep it down, guys. Security's been cracking down recently. It's been 6 years already. Even if you fix that fist, what can we do with it? It's all in the past now. Our time has passed. Past and past. They're very expressive, these animals. The animation quality is really nice. I don't think it's the right time yet, Ursa. Give him more time. It's been 6 years already. Is he going to hide all his life? He needs an inciting incident. Which obviously we're going to get, because otherwise it's not going to be much of a game. The next day. Uh-oh. What's going on? Urso's been arrested. The Iron Dogs just came to the noodle stall and took Urso away. This was Urso's, but I hid it for him. Oh, an actual handing over animation. I don't understand this veteran stuff. I'll leave it in your hands. This machine still works. Let me try and get a fix on Urso. Try and get a fix on Urso. Torch Tower Prison. Prisoner 41, Urso. Reporting. Urso has been taken to Torch Tower. That's it. He's done for now. I've never heard of any person leaving Torch Tower alive. What can we do? Question mark. I'll head over to Torch Tower and bring Urso back. Is Tran a Tanuki? You know that Urso is the only friend I have left in Torch Tower. Ow, that's harsh. Tran is not your friend? Urso left this for you. He knew that you would need it. I'm liking the depth of field. This is very cinematic. The fur's really nicely done as well. Dramatic entrance music with a bit of backstory. And now this is the bit from the trailer with him suiting, suiting. Arguably, it looks a little bit silly, but in a kind of fun, absurdist way. Okay. There's a thing up there. I saw it straight away. Give me a shiny glowy thing. And I'm sorted. Okay. This is Old Tower. Torch Tower is to the northeast. Unable to view map at this time. Curfew hours. Status. Press up to equip or press left bumper left trigger to cycle through weapons. A component salvaged from Raiden's old powered armor that retains all of its old power, thanks to Urso's careful repair and maintenance. Nothing beats an old hand and teaching the tyrannical robotic legion a lesson. This multifunctional combat indicator was built by Urso. The trophy taken from the Legion was modified by Urso into this internal communications device used by the Special Operations Team. It looks old and worn out, but the internal components and circuits are in good condition. Urso managed to crack the source code so it can bypass the security checks on Legion weaponry. MCI functions include Smart Map, Combat Toolbox, Inventory List, and Radio Encryption. And then we can access our settings as well. The font doesn't work quite as well on that background. Whatever. So no map yet. I assume we have to unlock it. Oh, hello. You dare wonder about during curfew, Bunny? So, as you can see, press B while facing the enemy with fist equipped to throw the enemy forward. Only with fist equipped. Plonk! Execution. Oh, yes. That's how the execution works. And, of course, they're all giant robots, so it's not an issue. 2.5D, as you can see. There's a guy back there. But unlike in Shadow Complex, which was 2.5D with actual kind of 3D, this is 2.5D in the sense that it is full-on side-scrolling 2D, but with a 2.5D realised world. Observe. A symbol. This is fur for one and all for fur. All Fur Society. The All Fur Society sure gets around. Why is it bringing that to our attention? Also, why is there a hippo? Saving. So we've got auto saving. Auto town. Yes. Old town. So we've got... Oh, no, we've got a dash. We've got a dash and air dash straight away. Hold A to jump even higher. This is made in Unreal. Unreal 4? Yes. Can't be 5. Press right bumper to dash forwards? Yes. Oh. Flip. Hi, friends. Oh, you didn't, There we go. I don't... What's that? Oh, that's the cooldown on your dash resetting. Doesn't seem to be any other kind of defensive move. Also. Huh. A green thing. Don't know what that did. What is that? It's a little piggy bank thing. Also, a punchable now. I think that's actually in the foreground in front of us because we seem to be clipping through it. We're on a very specific... Oh. Why? Why do we have to guard this broken transformer? And why aren't we allowed to recharge? They say some dumbass bear hacked our system. All transformers in the city are now out of order. Didn't they catch that dumbass bear? If they stay that way, I'm going to run out of power. Shut up. That'll save some power. Okay, so Urso has hacked all the recharging stations. Upgrade. Transformers. What did Urso get up to? Ah! Wall jump. Press A while hanging on a wall to perform another jump. Which we can do infinitely. Sweet. Oh, missing map data. Looks like the tracking function is still offline. Return to Urso. Return to Urso. I need to get to Torch Tower right away. Oh yeah, I should have thought, actually. We can't get back there, can we? We couldn't have done. Oh. Come back to you. I want to go and get that thing at the start. Because I saw the shiny and I want it. It is how I roll. Interesting, they've changed positions in the background there. Can't jump on top of that. It's not enabled for wall jumping, I guess. Up. What is this? Received plant seed. Interesting. So plant seeds are a little... You can't actually see this. You can't do the cursor. Just underneath where the cursor is, or left where the cursor is now, there's a little kind of 1 counter for plant seeds, but it doesn't tell me what they are or what they do. currency for something? What's back here? Halt! Joffrey Street is run by the Rat Gang. You will need the permission of my boss to enter. No? Get out of the way then. And what if I need to pass through? Oh, we've got a tough one here. You can try, unless you want Fertisans fighting Fertisans. There's a way for you to pass through. Tell me. Show some sincerity, understand? At least 50,000 new Fursos and not a penny less. Why don't you just rob a bank? Hey, like I said, if I give a shout, then my Rat Gang comrades will all shout. Your choice. Rescuing Urso is my top priority. There's no time to argue with the Rat Gang. Okay. So... yeah. Either that is blocked off for the demo, or... we'll be coming back here once we've got some other stuff. Don't know. No idea how long the demo is. Hippo. Hippo! Yeah, I like the fact that there's people just running around in the background. It gives a sense of life to the world. Okay, so... ooh. Interesting. That is actually treadable. But, nothing there. Radio status menu. Press Blair to open the character information menu and check your special abilities money shards. What are shards? Yeah, so money we've got 67. What were they? Fursos? Plonk. 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 Nice. That is a glowy red smashable platform. I don't have any way of smashing it. Alright. Infinite wall climb is nice. Oh, what the? Okay, they're kind of hoppy spinnies. Okay, that. So we need an ability for that. One assumes. Whoa. Take that. Okay, we've got some breakable. Oops. Oh, another plant seed. Yeah, so we've now got 2. But also, can't get up there. Interesting. I've got to stop saying interesting. I overuse it. Though, to be fair, I find a lot of things interesting, so... I'd say it's technically acceptable. Saving. Talk. Hey, friend. Is today's moon pretty? Huh? Huh. Oh, a little cash container. Okay, so there's going to be like little currency containers. But there's also going to be big piggy banks. That just goes, yeah. Another one of the green... ooh. Hello, shiny thing. Get. East Side News, Issue 1. Founding issue of East Side News. East Side News is nobody's friend or enemy. East Side News stands on the side of truth. As the founder, editor, reporter, and sole writer of East Side News, I, Tips the Smart, strive to bring you the latest news in Torch City. I welcome questions and contributions from everyone, including the commander of the Legion, or those rat gang scum. That's it. I'll see you next time. I'm entirely sure calling them rat gang scum is this just the other side of that place that we were a second ago. I'm not entirely sure calling them scum is likely to get the results you are after. There is a green thing there. The number of dog patrols has increased. Torch Tower can't be far away now. Ah. Oh, you can't throw. Yeah, in terms of defensive maneuvers, we're actually kind of lacking. Let's go. Can we get down to these? I want to hit enemies on the ground. Oh. Oh, that's smashy ground as well. Don't have a map though. Plonk. Aha! Green thing? HP extracts. Huh. Doesn't... I'm assuming, perhaps quite boldly, I'm assuming that was a piece of heart. Oh no, it is there. Collect 3 to increase max HP by 1 bar. HP extract replenish nutrients to boost stamina. 3 cans must be used together to have an effect. There's a reason why rats are so tough. When it says 1 bar, does it mean 1 literal segment? Or does it mean like 1 kind of extra whole red thing which is split into 4? I guess we'll find out. Okay, that opens the way back through. I like the city in the background. It reminds me a lot of Midgar from the FF7 remake. Okay, more cash. I spy 2 piggy banks. Blot. Huh, how do I get to that one? Keep going to open the map. This is not useful as we don't have one. Alright. Oh, this is very twisty all over the place, isn't it? But to be fair, it's a platformer, so... I do like how the platforms are built fairly well into the environments. Hello? Hey, it's Ray. Out for some air during curfew? Word of Urso's arrest has gone out. You carrying that big thing on your back to go and rescue him? Mapper? You shall keep your ears close to the ground, kid. I'm going to Torch Tower. Show me the quickest path. You're getting straight to the point. You get straight to the point. There's a ventilation port outside of Torch Tower. You can ride the wind to get there. Ursa made this radio right. Let me see, Ray. Huh? Actual animations for handing things over. That's impressive. Tags. I copied this map myself and it's not for sale. I want to thank you for saving my life before. I bet Ursa got a lot of help from you with the radio's tracking function. You've discovered me and Ursa's little secrets. Our organisation's taken over these Iron Dog terminals too. Oh yeah, he's got that First Society symbol right behind him. Ray, try this terminal. Okay. Aha! Ooh. Ooh. Oops. It's very saturated. Right, so we are in the blue zone. Right, so that there must be where we got our jumping thing, because if we started there, we came all the way down here, down, round, and then made our way up. That was the first breakable thing. Is there a key? Yeah, open example. Mission, seed, data disk, F.I.S.T door, elevator, save points. So this, repair. Okay. What was the other option? Unlock skill. Oh. So. I know that there are 3 weapons in the game. So I'm assuming these in the bottom left and bottom right are for the, what was it, drill and whip, if I remember correctly, unless they've changed it, but I imagine drill and whip. Execution. Oh, we've already got that. Cash and, I'm assuming that's the data disk symbol in the top right hand corner. So some moves are going to require data disks to purchase. Execution plus. Move next to a weaken enemy and press B. Executions restore EP. What is EP? Uppercuts. Knocks the enemy into the air. Pulverize for a heavy hitting combo. Whirlwind punch for an AoE combo. Executions restore EP. Without knowing what EP is, I don't know whether I should want it or not. Ooh. Ooh. Can't get to that. Treasure chest. Okay. Radio. Map menu. Yes, I've already figured out how to do this. What is that? Aftershave? Hello? Pump, pump. One bottle keeps you up all night. Just a sip will send you all the way up Torch Tower. Just 10 versos and comes with the secrets. Want a bottle away? Rumor mongering is more famous than Pump. I'm busy. Some kind of illegal... What is it? Alcohol? I would say hip flask. I guess we're going this way. Very dark and ominous. Okay, so we can get out of here if need be. Hi, friend. Plonk. Plonk. Okay, so we've got some areas where doors open. Right, that was Thingy's shop, wasn't it? So we're going to be able to get down there. We're heading over here first. Ooh. Piggy bank! Nice. Chunk of cash from that. We like... Ooh. We have roots. Oh. We don't have roots. Ah. Ooh, this is all very industrial, isn't it? Ooh. Didn't they catch the scum responsible for hacking the terminal? Why did the boss order us to stand guard here? There's a group of them, so it's organized crime. I nearly stole the transformer drill last time. Ah, the drill. So we're after the weapon. The drill is under heavy guard. It'll be suicide for any persons to try to get inside. Those scum have no chance of getting into Torch Tower without the drill. Need to get my hands on the transformer drill to fly in Torch Tower. Better head back and find someone who knows where the drill is. Plonk. Nope. Okay, so these fan things, one assumes, lower Torch Tower. Okay, so the green area is... Can we get a... Ooh. Ooh. Looks like we've got some sizable map here. This is good. This is good. Gonna need a new project now I'm pretty much done with the grime map. Mind you, it's a while till this comes out. But I could always map out the demo for the lulz. I wonder how much difference there'll be between the demo and the actual game. Guess what? Ooh. Officer, pump his carrot juice in water. I'm just a snake oil vendor. I wouldn't dare touch weapons. Hey, easy there. Smash. Looking for weapons? I've got some. Plonk. Oh, that was close. The arms business is too dangerous now. Wang, where can I find the transformer drill? Shh, keep it down. That's some big league stuff. The organization once sent Master Wu to try and grab it from the Iron Dogs. Now you're looking for the transformer drill too? That's right. It's no doubt guarded by a crack team of Iron Dogs. You should go talk to Master Wu. He'll know. Go through the secret door on the left side of my room. That's where Master Wu's group is hiding out. Okay? Thanks. Master Wu is really spry for his age. All thanks to Pump. Want a bottle for a little pick-me-up? It's free. You saved me after all. Carrot juice. It is a hip flask. Carrot juice. Press up on the right stick to select carrot juice from the device. Ah, here we are. And hold right trigger to use. Consumes 1 EP. Ah, so EP is a gauge. Bottom left-hand corner, we've got 2 charges. So 2 EP. So the upgrade for execution will allow us to restore charges. Wonder how we get them back otherwise. Well, that is further down than I was thinking it was going to be. Shiny thing. East Side News, issue 2. Heart of the Legion. I don't know why there have been contributions since my inflammatory declaration last issue. Doesn't matter, here's something even more explosive. What Fergusons may not know is that Legion soldiers have no hearts. That's why they don't bleed and only leave behind new furso and meds. I don't really know what the robotic soldiers are powered by. I'm reliably informed that some energy can be collected by executing robotic soldiers. Clever Fergusons can use these energies to power combat devices. Want more hard-hitting information like that? Stay tuned for more from East Side News. Remember to contribute, people. That needs a closed parentheses. Tips the smart. Got another little container of cash. How are these shown on the map? Huh. I guess that... Oh, hello, friends. You guys can keep on jumping over me. That's fine. Oh, you didn't die. Interesting. Are there unique animations for... Ah! Can't get up there. No. Huh. But hey, it's auto map, so... Oh. Red thing? I'm guessing that that's EP. Considering the bar colour. Uh-oh. Ooh. It's a gauntlets. Ooh, it's quite the gauntlets. Plonk. Maybe I should have bought one of those combat moves. Oh, you can hit them on the ground. You've just got to use your heavy attack. Nice. Right. Okay, so we can always repair with these, which is nice. Such a cool animation. So I want to get... Yeah, 500. Hold on. Ah, okay, so there's a seed up there with whatever they do. Itchy nose. Ah. That looks... Ah! Fist door. But disabled for demo? Dunno. Aha. Ah. HP extract 2 locked in. Where was that? Yes. Hi, friends. Oh, there's no ground slam. If you're in the air. I don't think there's any iframes, actually, on the dash, either. Left or right? Left or right? Let's go left. Oh, I didn't check up there. I could have dashed across that, couldn't I? Balls. And I can't get back up there now. Unless... Oh. Shield enemies, you say? Clonk. By the way, the shield hangs around for a little bit. Okay, that's just too high to dash onto. Oh, I spy a piggy bank. Oh, balls. Can I get up there? Yeah. That looks a little bit... Huh. Well, I'm guessing... Just a thought, but if that's a door that requires the fist, or at least a power up for the fist, that's going to require the drill. Because that looks like a drill, frankly. So we're going to have color-coded doors. So we need our super missiles. Get through there. Or our missiles, I suppose, would be red, wouldn't they? Well, we've only got one way to go. Clunk, clunk. I assume this is going to be... Yes. Master Wu, you still got some fight in you. Oh, it's little Ray. What do you want with this old man? I came for the transformer drill. I heard that Master Wu knows where it is. I see. They got Urso. I need the transformer drill to climb Torch Tower. I'll get him out no matter how dangerous it gets. So, that's why you took out that fist of yours. Nice. The organization tried to get to the drill but failed. The Iron Dogs have strengthened their security, so rushing in is suicide. I don't know how good your skills are after all these years. There are several robot puppets inside. Warm up first and I'll teach you a few tricks. Puppets? Oh, training dummies. Okay. Mid-air. XXY. Plonk. Not bad. After all these years, you're still an ace pilot. Your Power Fist has immense potential. My Power Punch is just right for you. Upgrade? Hadouken! No. This is just a minor trick. A fist is a machine after all. If you want to make it stronger, you'll need to exploit the mechanical power of the Legion. You must find data discs in order to learn new moves. Interesting. Data discs? Yes. This is what I heard from the Iron Dogs. Their local boss, Feral, is downtown now and carries a data disc. Master Wu, there's no time to waste. Let me rescue Urso before going after the data disc. Hey, no offense, but you just don't have the power to infiltrate the Legion all by yourself right now. You must defeat Feral and prove your strength before I can trust you with the drill's location. Very well. I'll find Feral and get the data disc. The power punch I taught you just now can not only strike enemies, but also punch through the... that's where we get it from. You shouldn't have trouble finding Feral. Right. Uh-huh. Unlock skill. Ah, so it's added to the skill tree, but we've already got it. It's a charge attack. Release X, yes. Takes a little while to charge up. Break the floor with up and Y. I guess Rising Punch is something that we do not have yet. Okay. A little bit of loading on some of those background elements. Find Feral, retrieve the data disc. Oh shit, there's a guy there. Ah, we can punch through shields now. Aha. Plonk. Okay, so that door up there. Keep pressing the wrong button. But we can't get back up there, can we? Because we can't jump high enough. But this requires drill power, I guess. Or just the drill itself. Oop. Just on the lookout for secrety bits. No, we need a double jump for that, don't we? We dash across. Oops. Dash across, slide down, double jump up to the other side, dash across. We can't do that. Let's try this heal, though. Oh, you need to hold it. Okay. Don't think that was in the demo. It might have been. I'll have to check my old Saving. Uh-oh. A container of... Ah. So we just got a little orange charge back, so there must have been something in there. Which did oh, hello! I throw you at your friend. We just grab something else as well. Right. Huh. So... I guess they're one way. You can only break them from the correct side. Oh. Oh. Right. Bar top left, wasn't it? HP. It's a whole other chunk. What was down here? Some cash. Also something. On the other... Oops. On the other side of here. I don't know how we get to that. These environments are really nicely put together. Obviously they're a bit drab. No. Oh. These guys are slightly tricky to hit. Ow. Clearly these rooms are... The level's all generated already, and the camera is just locked into certain positions. Oh. Can we dash through? We cannot. Pretty certain we're going this way. Oh, I wonder which way we have to go next. Okay. Red capsules equals EP. Good to know. Oh. Yeah, double jump is going to be necessary for this. Oops. It's got a little bit of a charge up time on that. Whoa. That over to the left looks like a door we're coming from the other side of. Ooh, there's something up there. But I don't think we can get to that. We'll come back. Right. Ow. Alright. I guess we're going in here. Oh. Yoink. Smash. Oh. We're not going in here. We can't hit downwards with the charge, can we? No. So the power punch thing is just horizontal. So we're going to need something else in order to smack downwards. Ooh. Uh-oh. Huh. Gauntlet fight? Interesting. No. No, that's just at the wrong heights. Ah. Now the door is locked behind us. Ooh. Double jump. It's got to be, because otherwise we can't get back up, can we? And yes! Press A in mid-air to jump again. There we go. What did that do? Heal? I think that was a heal. And that was a... Now we can get over to there. East Side News, Issue 3. Issue 3, Legion Commander. I will reveal more of the Legion's secrets in this issue. As everyone knows, Robodog officers make up the cornerstone of the Legion. Some officers can even use the Rocket Punch skill. Few survive to tell the tale. A martial arts master who prefers to remain anonymous says that he not only saw this skill, but even used his power punch to knock the Rocket Punch back. He added that only talented warriors can master the power punch. The Rocket Punch is not so easy to knock back either. So I asked him, what should we do when we run into Robodog officers? The answer was quite brief. Run. And... boss. Yes. You're a big boy. Downtown is no place for furballs. Okay. Ouch. Right. Yeah, that's not easy to knock back. But he does give us moments where he's stuck in the wall. Ow. Ooh. I'm glad we got a little bit of hang time there. Haha! Suck it, bitch! Execution! Blocked! Rabbit kick! Rabbit punch! Gong! That was cool. Big chunk of change. That's enough actually to buy our execution move. Oh! This feral is tough, and carrying a data disk too. Better report back to Master Wu. I am a poet. Okay. Oh, new enemies. Well, not new enemies, but enemies where there were not enemies before. There's a slight seam. Oh, yes. Slight seam on the edge there, on the left-hand side. So now we can get... Ah, maybe we can get over here now. Ooh, so close. Oh, not... I think, actually. I think we might be. I think we might be prevented. I think there might be an invisible wall there. It kind of felt like it killed our momentum. What was that barrier there? Ah, yes. Okay, so we can Okay, we can use power punch. Oh. Ha! Plant seed. Nice. I don't know what these plant seeds are for, but we have several of them now. What? Hi, friends. It's quite easy to kill them before you execute them. Let's keep health topped up. So we can't get through there because we need a down smash, but we can now get up here. Hold on. Oh! Is the icon... Does the icon show which way you have to do the ability from? That's something worth checking if we can find another one. Maybe it's... Because on the other side of this door was just the wall. Just like here, there's the wall on the right and the punch comes from the left. That's worth a check. Let's quickly check. I should probably buy. Ow. I think I can get up there. If I do... Oh, yes. That's doable. Aha! Oh, darn. There's a piggy bank, though. Whee! Plonk. Piggy bank. Yeah, so we need the, what was it, rising uppercuts? To get through there. But, again, it's marked it on a map, which is handy. What was over here? Oh, yes, the lasers. Interesting that it doesn't mark the lasers on. We're almost up to an hour of this demo. That's... Oh, hello, friends. Yeah, it's quite tricky to pull off that execution. Ooh. I have a thought. Can we... Yeah, there we go. Get what? Oh! Received a mirror. A mirror. A thrilling drag race between two young bikies. Bikies? So that's like a poster. Okay. So we're going to collect artwork as we go. Was that an Akira reference? Oh? Huh? That was nifty. Little guy popped his head out. Right, I want to test something. Now that we can get back up here. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Gosh darn. Well, that's not been of any help, is it? Mind you. Piggy bank. Clonk. Clonk. Give me that cash. Now, what I actually wanted to test was not that way. It was up here. Yes, so that's got to be a one-way. Ooh, actually. Now I think about it. Oh. Door's right there. Let's spend some cash. Execution plus 500. Nice. We'll save the rest. It wasn't up there. It was up and round, wasn't it? I want to go and get that seed. I don't know whether they're going to have any use in the demo. Uh-huh. Nothing around there. This just going to link us up? Yeah. Received plant seeds. Really intrigued as to what the purpose of these plant seeds is. Did a pretty good job. Still. But we've also got that square there that we can go and get the piggy bank for. Was it this way? Yeah. This takes us back to Wang. Was he Wang? I think he was Wang. Oh, yes. Also. Open! Oh. The skeleton key is needed to unlock this box. The box. The skeleton key. Wonder where we get that. It was up here, wasn't it? Hi, friends. Smash. Aha. I noticed some of the loot is falling off the side. I feel like it should probably zip to us a bit faster. Right. Where was I and what was I doing? Yes. We were heading back down to where we should be. Up. This way. Down. And right. You get quite a chunk. Oops. Quite a chunk of movement speed. Which is good. And you don't want to be able to move too fast because it trivializes the size of the map. Does this give us our carrot juice left? Ah, it does. So we restock on heals when we repair. Down once more. There's a really good unified sense of kind of ooh. Yes. I was about to say there's a really good unified sense of physical presence in the world. Slight clipping issue there. But no biggie. Oh, there's enemies. Why are there so many enemies here? I suppose Master Wu dealt with them before? No. What is that? I'm back, Master Wu. Use their strength against them. This data disk and machine will help you master it more quickly. This time I think you should learn Rising Punch. Okay. Rising Punch. As SP skill. Consumes 1 bar of SP. As up and Y together to knock the enemy to the air with combination strikes that inflict large damage. So this is going to be usable in combat as well as for breaking stuff. This is good, except maybe it regens over time. Because if it's only... Well, let's find out how it works. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Thump. Locked prerequisites. Well, it's a tree, yes. Jumping uppercuts. And that requires a data disk. Okay. SP skill pile driver. Oh, and that's going to be our ground smash. Okay. Recover more data disks and you can unlock more Legion powers. Oh yeah, so top left-hand corner now, we've got 2 blue bars. After our last failed attempt on the transformer drill, the Iron Dog stashed the drill deep inside the power station. Basic moves won't do much against the mechanical monster guarding it. You may stand a chance with your fist and new fighting moves. Remember, hone your skills, and I'll clear the way for you one day. Thank you for your lesson, Master Wu. I will go now. Use Rising Punch on the secret door in the room on the right to open the way to the power station. Take care. I will do, but... First, I want to see if I can go and blow open that place over there. Just follow the main objective, Demajen. Have you seen me play Metroidvanias before? When do I ever do that? That is not how I rock and roll, and arguably, it's not how It's not how Metroidvanias are played. We want to go up. We want to go up again. Are the guys up here? No. Right, it was up and Y. Punch! Oh, hello. Whoa. You just block that. Uh-oh. Oh. He's got some range on that. Ow! No. Oh, damn it. No. No. Nice. What do we get? Oh, there's a hole in the ceiling there, Dema. Oh, we can just get that. Oh. What's the icon for data disk? That's not a disc. Oh, maybe that's a demo thing. Maybe this isn't supposed to be a data disk. Who knows? That being said, with a data disc, we could go and get the ground smash move as well, can't we? Obviously, if we've got an unlockable ground smash, having access to both things, nope, straight off the bat, I can certainly get behind. That's yes. Do we have enough cash? Do it require cash? Ah, it requires 400. Haven't quite got enough. Okay, we'll save up. Mind you, I can only think of one place we can use it, but whatever. Oh. Ah! Welcome to Jingle's shop. Since you came on Master Wu's recommendation, I'll give you 20% off. These may not look like much. They are all rare treasures that I went through a lot of effort to acquire. I stake my reputation on their quality. I'm meant to believe a rat. Mutual trust is needed to grow in business. That's why I quit the rat gang a long time ago. We went our separate ways, as the phrase goes. Bye. Oh, he has a data disc, a plant seed. Type rabbits. What is that supposed to be? A mop? A paintbrush? Skins? Potential skins. That might be something I have a little bit of a fiddle around with in Cheat Engine afterwards. SP Essence, HP Extract. Yeah, so I think that blue thing that we just saw on the map was supposed to be SP Essence. Maybe they've moved things around for the demo. Right, I'm not going to buy it anyway. Because we're saving. Rising punch! Okay, and I'm assuming the demo's going to end soon because we've been playing in about an hour and 10 minutes. Oh, hello. East Side News, Issue 4. Issue 4, Braveheart. There should be a semicolon after the numbers in all of these. They've done it right in the title, but not in the text. I realised why I received no contributions. I didn't include the submission method. Unfortunately, no more contributions can be accepted now. The Legion seems peeved by the contents of my last 2 issues. There are soldiers everywhere in the streets asking about me. Don't worry, readers. I will keep writing. If there are no contributions, I will find the truth myself. The best way to fight fear is to forget about fear. Keep on fighting. Tips. Yes, the martial arts master in the last issue was not named Wu, so don't harass Master Wu, Legion. The brave Tips, who is not afraid at all. Tips gone screwed up. Piggy. That was not enough. Oh. Demo end. Or not. Right. Yeah, so I think the icons on the map are showing you the direction that you need to use the ability from. Oh. Whoa. What are you supposed to be, a fox or a cat? I can't tell, you're moving too fast. I haven't seen anyone this good in Torch City before. Have you not looked in a mirror? Oh. So that tooltip that... Yes. The tooltip that I saw very briefly was telling me to break the floor. We're a rabbit in the sewers. Power station. Okay, looks like we've got some more demo to go. There's quite a lot of map movement here. Oh! There's a guy right there. Oh. Huh. I always get confused. Oh. Not a huge fan of when it does something like that. I get why it does it, because it is, you know, 2.5D. Whoa. Also, we can't drop down 2 platforms, I'm realising. Can't break that fence. Oh, hold on, though. Hold on. On the subject of... How did I miss that? Oh! Oh, I should have looked at the map to see what it was, but the camera just didn't pan onto it. Okay. So we're going to be able to get... I'm assuming we're going to be able to upgrade our HP. SP is the blue one. And EP, which is the orange one. Oh, new enemies. Plonk. Ow. Whoa, okay. So that's what the rising punch is like in combats. And that's used at one of our blue... Have you heard? Farrell, the downtown boss, got dismantled by a rabbit. He got totally written off and was dragged off to the scrapyard. Maybe that rabbit has something to do with the power outage here. Bah, no need to work ourselves into a panic. Farrell and his pals keep bragging about how big they are, but they're just a bunch of wimps. Our boss is a real fighter. The boss doesn't care if we live or die. They say that the rabbit has a big iron fist on his back. He's no walkover either. The two of us are screwed if he comes here. What do you take the power station for? It's at the Legion's most powerful defenses. Nothing can get through. Just shut up and open the valve. Everyone's waiting for the power to come back on. No. Oops. That's the wrong button. I like how they bounce off things. So I guess we're going to turn the power back on instead. Okay. And... that's a cool animation. Let there be lights. Now the question is, has that... Shit. I see you, enemy. I've just realised that there's a gauge underneath the blue. Oh, it's a gauge for our charging fist? Plonk, plonk. Ah, the green stuff is health regen. I thought it might be. Ow! Oh. Clonk. We've missed some cash over here. What did we need? 400 was it? For... It has turned the fans back on. I had a sneaky suspicion it might. Oh, and lasers too. Good times. And it opens the door up at the top. Right. What's this? Punch door. That's not the right button. No. I can't actually see... Oh, yeah. Getcha. Oh. Oh. That must be interestingly tricky to do. Oh. Yeah, that must be interestingly tricky to do it, and with the revolving fan. Right, we couldn't get through there. Can't get through there because that's a drill door. And why is that? That was that little secret room, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Yeah, I'm wondering why it's not got a border around it. Maybe there was more to it. We'll check on the way back out, if we get to go. What a nerve-wracking sound. Must have been the mechanical monster that Master Wu mentioned. Mechanical monsters. Gotta love them. Well, I mean, you haven't got to, but... right, let's get... Where is it? Pile driver. 400, yeah. Down and Y together to smash right on New Zealand to the ground. 1 bar of SP. Cha-ching. Right. I noticed that there are red arrows drawn on the wall. What's this? Seed. I like the fact that they've all got well, I don't know whether they've all got slightly different containers, but there's a variety of them. Just wish I knew what they were for. That was stupid. Good start, Dema. Uh-oh. The condemned. Well, well, it's the bunny himself. Oh, he's got a reload. Whoa. So, jump. Ow. Execute. You can... All too easy. Now up there is a save point above us, however. Oh. Another one of these skeleton boxes. Very odd. Oh. Just before we do that. What had we got combo-wise? Let's have that. That requires a disc. That requires 200. Right. Yes. Oh, that worked through their shield. Well, that didn't. Execute. Okay, there's a breakable wall there. Piggy! I'm going to take a screenshot of these, because if I decide to map it out, I shall want reference for this excitingly cute method of currency acquisition. Oh, it doesn't get through the shield. He must have just been about to do his, Oh. I punched him so hard he disappeared. Yeah. I'm right. So they are actually changing. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that before. They're changing the direction of the icon so that you know which way. Yeah, so you know which way that you have to come from for the ability. That's really cool, actually. Right. Continuing onwards. What is this? Let's check. Yeah. So that is the orange vase EP. So where are we going? Ooh. Oh. What is new weapon? Ooh. I thought there were only 3 weapons. They've added a new one. Oh no. Press right on the stick to select shock baton from the device wheel, then hold right trigger to activate. Parry attacks while standing still to recover 1 SP. Consumes 1 EP. Interesting. So our heal and our parry, essentially, share the same resource. Mind you, if we can stun them and then bash them with enhanced execution, seems pretty straightforward to do. Okay, so it lasts a while. So you hold it down and you actually have a fairly generous, by the look of it, window in which you can get hit. That's cool. Fan of that. What's up here? EP compound. You okay? Whoa! Oh. Well, to be fair, not the most difficult platforming. Hi, friends. Oh. Yeah, there we go. I like the parry. Oops. Oops. Shit. You dumbass! No! Nah. How did we... Yeah, the only issue is going to be... Can we... Punch you onto the... Okay, that just destroys you, so that's fine. Nothing hidden up there. Ooh, ah! Shit! Ah. Now, yes. We are going to come into a bit of an issue if I play like trash. Oh. Uh-oh. Oof. Okay, so that's a drill door, so that's our way out. And this, fortunately, is a repair station. How much cash do we have? 148, that's not enough. Going down into the vents. Alright, we've got a way up. We've got a way up. Ah. Okay. Uh-oh. We're being watched. Uh-oh. Warning. Unauthorized biological organism detected. Executing termination protocol. Oh, good. Hit the turrets, I guess. Yeah, so the turrets have got their own individual health bars. This seems straightforward enough. Yeah. Now he's going to do something else. Yeah. Okay. More turrets. Oh! Oh, and lasers! Get rid of these. Whoa! Ah, but oh shit! It doesn't go through the does it go through the platforms? No, it does not. So, ouch! Yeah. Okay, I'm pretty safe here. Says Demajen. Yeah, so the lasers overheat. Oh, that didn't go high enough. Screw you, mechanical core. And ability? No, that's not the way this game works. Nice, but we can't get back down there. Whee! A data disc. Interesting. Let's just quickly go and save our game. Chunka. Wonderful. Are we going to get the drill? One wonders. I was kind of expecting the demo to end there. And drill. Watch it end after we get it. Ah. Called it. F.I.S.T. Forged in Shadow Torch. Thank you for playing the demo. T-Games. Add to wish list. Go back to menu. It's already on my wish list. So that's 1 hour, 22 minutes, and 11% of the game done in that time. So I'm guessing 12-ish hours, which for a Metroidvania is the average. Do not let the extreme lengths of games like Hollow Knight fool you into thinking that Metroidvanias are always really long affairs. Even Grime, which is, you know, the most recent one that I've played, is I completed in what, 13, 14 hours or something like that, and 100%ed it in, well, we'll say 100% because there's some bugs with world progression and stuff. 100%ed it in what, 18, 19 hours, something like that. So, you know, Metroidvanias do not have to be massive. This game in particular seems to be putting a lot of things on the map. So, spawning a ball. Yeah, I guess we could go back and find any bits and pieces that we missed. But because we can't get the drill, or at least it doesn't seem we can get the drill, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do much. To be fair, though, oh, there's that thing there. Oh. Ah. Okay, we are actually locked here until we've got the drill, I think. Yeah, so we can't go back and explore more. Ah, that's a bit of a shame. But I suppose 38.06% of the power station done, so there's still a chunk more of it by the look of it. Right, as I said, there's loads of space on this map. So, yeah, kind of a shame. Kind of a shame that we're locked out of that. But, you know, I get it. It's like a little nub. Maybe there's supposed to be another way out there. Maybe there will be in the full game. So that has been the Forged in Shadow Torch demo. If you are a fan of Metroidvanias, I can pretty safely recommend this one. It's a little bit linear at the moment, but it very much looks like there's quite a lot of maps. So, you know, we'll see how the full game is. I think the full game's releasing in September. So, just over a month and a bit to wait at the time of recording this, which is the 11th of August. Hope you have enjoyed this little look-see at the F.I.S.T. demo. Go and try it for yourself. You can grab it on Steam? Steam. Yeah. And it's coming to PlayStation as well, I believe. So, I don't think there's a demo for on PlayStation yet. Maybe I'm wrong. I must admit, I haven't turned my PlayStation on in a few weeks because Grime and Skyward Sword have kind of got in the way. I'm rambling. Have yourselves a wonderful day, folks. Stay safe out there. Thank you for supporting the channel as always. Remember to subscribe, like, all of that kind of jazz. Catch you all in the next video. Bye. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.